Hi everyone. I just thought I would give you a little taste of what my days are like. Today, I worked a full day. Today's Friday. I worked a full day and I still have a few things to do to tie up loose ends with that. But I came home and realized that the plants in the new garden needed watering, so I did that. I hauled up the remaining bags of soil and mulch up to that garden bed, and then went and picked up 12 more bags of soil. As you can see here, this is my dump truck. I'll just call it my dump truck. I'm really thankful to have a crappy truck, and for those of you who know me really well know that I absolutely adore this truck. It is craptastic and it's almost indestructible, and I adore it. And it's great for hauling around mulch and things like that. So I went out in my trusty truck and got a bunch of bags of soil. For those of you who wonder why I don't get it delivered by the truckload, there are a lot of logistics of living on a hill, and one of those is that no matter where they deliver it, it's impossible to get it up to the beds that you need it to, and they will not drive all the way up our driveway and dump it at the top. So that said, I usually get bags, which stinks because I don't like to get plastic, but this will be a one-time thing. Once I get the soil in there, I'll not have to do anything to it. I won't have to add any more. So anyway, so that's tonight, and I still have some paperwork I need to tie up and some writing I need to do. I promise I'm red in the face, not because of sun. I am just hot. Anytime it goes over 80 degrees, this is what happens. I turn red. So tomorrow morning I'm going to check back in with you all, and I will take you out for a day. My day off is what it will be. So you guys can get an idea of what I do. A lot of people have commented on, you know, I'm crazy building garden beds and that kind of stuff, but honestly, I'm having a great time. I love building things, and I mean, I can't build anything like a carpenter can, but I can build garden beds. So that's sort of my way of building stuff. So tomorrow I'm going to take you on a day in the life of me. My day off, I should say, and we will get a taste of that. Yeah, I'm excited because I have 2 days off this week, which is crazy. Spring is nuts. I usually end up working weekends and evenings, and I'm just excited that it feels like the season's kind of winding down for work, so I'm able to take a little bit of time off and enjoy and just sit next to my gardens and just breathe in the fresh air and listen to the birds and just enjoy it. That's kind of all I like to do in the evenings. So I'll check back in tomorrow, and we will have some adventuring. It's awesome. All right. Rise and shine, campers. It is 5:30 in the morning or something. The sun is starting to come up. I'm getting a little bit of a late start this morning. I had a hard time cooling my body off last night. When I get too hot, it's just hard for me to cool off. So anyway, I had a hard time sleeping. But anyway, we are headed to go hiking this morning. And hold on a second. We're gonna go hiking this morning at one of my favorite spots. It's really close by. It'll be a short hike. I'm trying to get it in before it's already starting to rain a little bit, but I think it's just a passing shower, so no biggie. I have on quick dry pants and waterproof shoes, and we're gonna do it anyway because it's my day off. Remember, I said that, so you have to take advantage of it. So I will turn us back on as soon as we get to the spot. Alright, so we're at my favorite spot to go hiking, and it's raining, of course. I think this will pass. I thought I'd go over some of the gear that I just take on a little short hike. And a lot of people ask me what kind of gear I use. It's whatever I can find in my closet, honestly, because usually we just throw our gear back in there. So I usually carry some sort of jacket. This is a fleece. Sometimes I'll carry a rain jacket or whatever. Those make me sweat really bad, so I don't like to wear them unless it's fall, winter. So yeah, I also always carry some sort of wipey thing for my face. Sunglasses, very, very important. This is a piece of gear that is very important to me. I wear these all the time. You will see me pretty much every day. I wear these even if it's cloudy because I'm very sensitive to light. I would much rather hike in the dark, to be honest with you, though it's more dangerous. These are natives, and this is my third pair of natives. I continue to destroy them in some way or lose them. Like I lost one pair in the surf at the beach. So anyway, I continue to buy them, and the reason is they're safety glasses. They wrap around my face so I can't get twigs in my eyes. I broke one with a kayak paddle one time. A wave came up and took the paddle and smacked me in the face, and it cracked the glasses but saved my eye. So to me, these are safety glasses, but I wear them all the time because they do protect my eyes. Like I said, I'm really sensitive to light. So these are like one of my most critical pieces of gear. A hat. This is a foldable hat. I can stuff it into my pocket, and it just keeps the sun off. If you get really hot, one of the things I do is wet it, like dump it into a pond or something and put it on my head wet. It'll cool me off. A big first aid kit. It's just in a Ziploc bag. I try to go through it every year and update the meds. Probably the most important thing in here is Benadryl. If I get stung, I usually take Benadryl just so that I don't swell up so bad. This is actually a remnant from, this should have stayed in Alaska. This is my gun belt. Why not? Just leave it in there. It's got to go to Alaska anyway. Oh, I have a granola bar. I don't know how long that's been in there, but it's for an emergency. Oh, there is some, sunscreen. It's a good thing to have. Tape in case my foot begins to hurt again. So for those of you who don't know, I fractured my ankle 2 summers ago while hiking, and now I have to carry poles, trekking poles. It's for balance, but then also to take some of the stress off of my feet. I broke my ankle. I thought I just sprained it and then developed plantar fasciitis in the other foot because I was compensating for it. So lesson to everybody, go to the doctor. Don't wait like I did, because I didn't know I'd broken it. So I've really screwed myself up. So for about 1.5 years, I wasn't able to hike at all. And for somebody like me who goes hiking, who used to go hiking every day after work, that was like a big smack in the face. So yeah, take care of yourselves. Moleskin? I don't even know what else is in this bag. Anyway, it's got some gear. Oh, it's a camera mount for work. All kinds of things. So at any rate, it's just a short hike. It's a lot of gear for a little short hike. I have a water bottle in here too, of course. I never took anything with me out in the woods. I would just walk in with not even a water bottle. And now that I have to carry the poles and everything, I just carry a bag. It's also good if I come across somebody who needs help, I can help them out as well. If you've never taken a wilderness first aid class, you should. It's very good. Anyway, so we'll get out here on the trail in just a couple minutes, and I'll show you some of my favorite places. Do we know what this is? This is a giant patch of blueberries. I'll be keeping my eye on these. I do it every year. Yum, yum. One of the drawbacks of breaking trail in the morning is all the dang spider webs. But this is the reward. So, I am in the car and ready to go on with the rest of the day. We have a lot of stuff to do today. I hope it stops raining. If not, well, we're gonna be gardening in the rain and doing other stuff. I have a few chores I have to do, work related. It's supposed to be my day off, but I forgot about them, so those will have to be taken care of. Anyway, so you're following me around today, so this is what I'm doing. Yeah, check back in a little bit. So back again, I'm getting ready to haul all the bags of soil that are in my pickup to the side yard, and admittedly I've been kind of dragging my feet. It's about 8:30 this morning. This is a little bit of a late start, but I got a hike in, so that's great. So yeah, let's haul some soil. it's about 10 minutes to 10. The mulch is on, and we gotta move on. We got things to do today. I need to go to the garden center, just check out what they have, but I also need to pick up some stuff for some of my clients. And then in the heat of the day, it's gonna be inside stuff. So yeah, we got a garden bed planted before 10 a.m. So I'm out at the garden center and I've just been through all the perennials, and of course I want to take them all home, but I'm not gonna buy anything today. I'm gonna be good and not spend any money. But everything looks awesome. All the perennials and everything look great, the trees. So I'm really excited about the rest of the season, because I think I have a lot of good ideas for what I want to do. So anyway, we have our errands to run. Okay, so I went to the post office, so my chore is done. And on the way home, I had to take the long way home because there was a detour, so I said, well, might as well stop at another garden center because it's on the way. So we're gonna go in. I'm not even gonna bring my wallet. We're just gonna go in and look. So in case you didn't know, Echinacea is one of my favorite flowers. And there's so many different varieties now. These haven't quite, oh, that one's popping. That's a white. I don't usually go for a lot of white flowers, although I'll probably put in a white garden eventually. But there's this one over here that's an orange color. Yeah, Cheyenne Spirit's a new one. This one comes out with like different shades. It's like oranges, pinks, reds, all in the same plant. But there's this one over here called Echinacea Sombrero Adobe Orange, and it's this really pretty bright orange. It's nice. Agastache is another really good one, and there's a ton of different varieties. The ones that are not the straight varieties, I found peter out after a couple years and you have to replant. That's really because they're sterile, but they're really pretty and they do attract a ton of pollinators. So there's Blue Fortune. This one hasn't started popping yet. And then there's Kudos Mandarin, and this one has like orangey flowers, but they start out looking purple. It's kind of cool. And then there's Blue Boa, not popped yet. And then one of my favorites, this is Scabiosa. I love this stuff. It's really airy. It almost takes on a character kind of like Cosmos, and I think that's why I like it, because it's really airy and it keeps coming back. I think it's also called pincushion flower. Anyway, there's pinks and blues and purples. Not blue, but purples. It's nice. And I found sedum to be one of the hardiest things. I planted at the end of my driveway, and I have all different kinds of sedums. They're so easy to care for, and just really very colorful, very hardy, salt tolerant. Oh, here's a new one. What is this one? Cherry truffle. Looks good. I dig it. I might have to try some of that. And then here's another one I haven't seen. This is a variegated one. Autumn Delight. That's nice. So there's a ton of sedums. It's really one of the only things that I can get to grow at the end of my driveway. I had to get out of there. Otherwise I was gonna come back and grab my wallet. See, I'm starting the car. There are no plants in this vehicle. We're going home plantless today. I already have a ton of things to do in the garden, and I don't need to be distracted by more things to plant. There's a lot of weeding to do, so that's a little overwhelming at the moment. So taking on a planting task is even more overwhelming at the moment. Sad, but anyway, what time is it? It's 11:11 right now. So and it's getting hot. It's really humid outside. It's about, I don't know, it's probably already 80 degrees. It's gross out. So now is the time when I go home and do my writing, because I hate being outside in the heat. It's gross. Ugh. Anyway, we'll check back in when we get home. This is what I found when I got home. We have Team Ginger Cat, the big one here. This guy, that's Hammy. And this little one here is Birdie. She's the tiny one. Hi, Birdie. Yeah. This is often what I come home to. If I come home early, or yeah, on the weekends, this is it. These are lounge kitties. Lazy. So it's about 2 o'clock, and I'm just now sitting down to do a little bit of writing, and I went in to check my emails to see when the due date was for this big feature article that I'm supposed to be writing, and it's due Monday. So guess what I'll be doing the rest of today and probably tomorrow? It's writing my big feature article. So if you didn't know already, you haven't found any of my articles, I write for Virginia Gardener Magazine and then also Frederick Magazine, and really just when I have time, I'll send out queries and stuff. I've written for Alaska Magazine and Brew Your Own. That was a really fun one. So yeah, I do writing. I write on the side just really for fun, and this particular article, I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be about, because you'll just have to wait until the July issue of Frederick Magazine comes out. How's that for a teaser? So anyway, this is really how my life goes, is that I will I have a lot of stuff, you know, going on, and then oops, you know, I knew the deadline was soon. I just couldn't and the cats are helping. They're great. They distract me a lot. But anyway, so I'm gonna be spending today, the rest of today and tonight, probably writing this article. It's good. It's a topic that I know and I'm really passionate about. So I'm excited to write it. I just haven't had the time to sit down and do it yet. So anyway, it's good. It's all good. We'll get to it, and I'm outlining it right now. So this is how my life is. It's always busy. So I am, I guess, on my day off, I'm technically working. This is one of my side things that I do because I love to write, not because, you know, it's like I don't consider it like a job. It's like a fun thing. So anyway, so I will check back in with you and hopefully have something done later on. Maybe. We'll see. Crammed into the porch a little bit here because it's raining again. I'm hearing thunder, and it has already started to sprinkle, but I think we're gonna get a downpour any minute. The winds have been kind of whipping the trees around, so I wanted to do a quick recap of Jen's day off. It started at 5 a.m. with a, well, we got up and fed the cats, but then 5:30 we started heading to the watershed. We did a 3.3 mile hike and then came back and filled in the catmint garden. I'm really glad I picked up the soil last night because it made it super easy to just pull it off of the truck and, you know, bring it to the bed and fill that in. That didn't take very long. And then we went and did an errand. I needed to go to the garden center and pick up a few things and then to the post office. So we went to 2 garden centers today, purchased 0 plants. Here's your tally, right? Are you keeping track? 0 plants purchased today. I didn't need any more plants. I've got a lot of weeding to do. That's why I'd hoped to get back out in the garden today. It was about 89 degrees today, which is just far too hot for me. So I'm really glad that I took the middle of the day to do inside stuff and really focus on writing because I realized that my article is due Monday. So I at least got it outlined, so I'll focus on that tonight because it's raining, so I have to be really flexible, right? So I'll try and get that at least halfway done tonight and then continue to work on that tomorrow. Yeah, so I hope everybody's day off was full of adventure or gardening or whatever you wanted to do. This was sort of a normal day off for me. I don't always get days off, so I was really excited to share my day off with you and show you kind of what I like to do. I know it seems like a lot of work, but I love building gardens and I love making things come alive, and I also love just being in nature. So hiking is one of those things that if I could spend all day hiking, I would. I'm just not physically able to at the moment. I'm working back up to it. So I will get there. I will get there again. I'm just not quite there yet. I'm working up to it though. So I hope that your day was filled with a lot of great things and that you had an awesome day off. And I will catch you all again very soon. For now, have a good evening.